With its harbour location, views and iconic architecture, Sydney, the capital of New South Wales, is one of the most spectacular cities in the world. And for a second consecutive year, Sydney Olympic Park, home of the 2000 Olympic Games, plays host to the Star Australian Open, the fifth event on the 12-tournament MetLife BWF World Superseries, the elite tier of tournaments in the sport of badminton. Fifth event on the Super Series tour, but the first within the Olympic qualifying period prior to next year's Games in Rio. And that opportunity to gain precious Olympic qualifying points has attracted the biggest stars, and that's reflected in the semi-final lineup that you can see here today. 5 matches for you this afternoon, and we're starting with mixed doubles and a repeat of the recent Asian Championships. Lee and Chau from Hong Kong up against Ahmad and Natsir, the 2013 world champions. Then women's doubles, and we've got the Asian champions against the European champions, Ma Jin and Tan Xuan Ting of China up against Pedersen and Rutayul of Denmark. Then men's singles and an all-Danish affair with Jorgensen against Axelsen. Women's singles, Sung Ji-hyun against the reigning world champion Carolina Marin. And finally, the men's doubles and the defending champions in that, Lee Yongdae and Yu Yang-sung. So it is a terrific semi-finals lineup, and as you can see, the players already on court for the first of our semi-finals, the mixed doubles. Tontowi, Ahmad and Liliyana Natsir, former world champions, number 2 seeds, against this surprise pair in the semi-final, unseeded Lee Chung-hae and Chau Hoi-wa of Hong Kong. I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say that sitting alongside me is Steen Pedersen, former head coach to the Danish national team. And really, I think it's been a resurgence from the Hong Kong pair. We saw them about 18 months ago doing really well, and they've had a bit of a lean period, but doing well again this year.
Yeah, and I think they've sort of flown a little bit under the radar, but the Asian Championships should have warned the Danes, Fischer, Nielsen and Pedersen, who lost in 3 games yesterday, and we saw the Hong Kong pair playing really well.
Yeah. Well, if you were with us yesterday, you would have seen this man playing very well indeed, because Tontowi, Ahmad and Liliyana Natsir absolutely disposed of the married couple, Chris and Gabby Adcock, number 6 seeds, in 2 straight games. It was under 30 minutes of play. It really was astonishing. But as you say, Steen, this pair from Hong Kong, we're looking at Lee Chun-hae, the 21-year-old, born in Sha Tin in Hong Kong. They caused a huge upset yesterday, as you mentioned, beating the number 3 seeds, the Olympic bronze medalists and 2 times World Championship bronze medalists as well. But here are the number 2 seeds, world ranking of 3. They have been as high as 2, and they're number 2 on the Super Series standings at the moment as well. Their year win-loss record translates into 2 finals from 5 tournaments. And as you can see, that match yesterday, their quarter-final against Mr. and Mrs. Adcock, well, it really was very impressive, having gone to 3 games the day before against the qualifiers, Sonoda and Fukuman. So to their opponents and the left and right-handed combination, the Hong Kong pair will be the second left and right-handed combination in consecutive days that the Indonesian players have played against, but of course today it is the other way round, in that Chau Hoi-wa is the left-hander. Yesterday it was Chris Adcock, other left-hander. Not seeded 13 in the world ranking. As you can see, they have been as high as 6. Now, their last 2 matches, they've been pushed the full distance, and that's not surprising, because in the second round it was against the number 8 seeds, the Asian Games bronze medalists Praveen Jordan and Debbie Susanto, and in the quarterfinal, as we say, against the Olympic bronze medalists. We look at our court officials for today's match. International court officials, neutrality assured in each of our semi-final contests. Well, this will be the 4th meeting between these 2 pairs. And the last time that they met, of course, was in the recent Asian Championships. 3 previous encounters between these two pairs, all won by the Indonesian pair. So this pair from Hong Kong need to turn things around if they are to reach their first ever Super Series tournament final. This their 3rd semi-final at Super Series level, but they've never progressed beyond that point.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Lee Chun-hei, Reginald, and Chai Hoi-hwa, Hong Kong, China. And on my left, Tontowi, Ahmad, and Liliyana, Natsir, Indonesia. Chau Hoi-hwa to serve, to Liliyana, Natsir, love all, play.
So the unseeded pair of Lee Chun-hei and Chau Hoi-hwa getting this semi-final underway. Pushed it just wide.
Service over.
Former
1
world junior
love.
champion Lee Chun-hei in the men's doubles discipline with Inke Long.
Service over. 1 all.
Oh, we were talking yesterday, Steen, about the drift in this
Service over.
lovely
2,
arena here.
1.
Yeah, we think it's sort of goes from the Hong Kong pair towards the Indonesians. So the Hong Kong pair has to be a little bit careful playing the
Service
baseline.
over. 2 all. Three, 2.
Oh, that's a clever smash, isn't it? Across the body.
Service
Natural
over.
to wait,
3,
defending
4.
on the backhand stance. Technically, it's actually an easier shot to play than defending forehand. And you can switch it across the body towards the forehand side of the left-hander. That's very clever indeed. Yeah, well, that emphasising the point you made.
4,
Got to be careful
3.
with those pushes deep in court. Tendency for it to go long.
I was watching the match yesterday between Lee and Chau and Fischer and Pedersen, and one of the things that they were really good at was changing the defense around, turning the defense around to offense, and
Service over.
that's probably
4
a key point to this game as well.
Thank you, President.
We've seen the Indonesians very, very dominant in attacking positions. Very strong smash from Tontowi Ahmad. So will the Hong Kong pair be able to turn it around? That's the question.
Yeah.
Service over. 5,
Well, first
4.
female player to win 3 World Championship titles, Liliyana Natsir. From Manado, right in the north of North Sulawesi.
Well played by Chau.
Service over. 5 all. Shuttle. Change.
Yeah, she has a great reading of the game, doesn't she?
Yeah, and there's not too many left-handed female mixed doubles players. I can think of Camilla Rajul and Chang Yinat, but that's pretty much
Yeah.
it. There might be someone else, of course, but she's doing well, Chau, and seeks the net a lot, likes to be there.
Yeah, the former mixed doubles very good player. I don't know why she doesn't still play mixed doubles. Left-hander is Dwala Gutta. Oh, he's missed it. Yeah, that's way long of the back line.
6-5. Service over, 6-all.
Well, she is also
It's
a player
over.
who reads the game
7-6.
so well. Liliyana Natsir. Intercepting that one nicely, but just missing. Oh, she missed another one down in the same place.
8-6.
And that's a good sign for Lee and Chau, because one thing you definitely don't want, you don't want to get Liliyana Natsir started in the game.
Nine, 6.
No, that is good. And there is that sort of counter-attack, that drive
10,
defence
6.
deep into the back corner that you were talking about. Look at that.
Interval.
5-point advantage to the Hong Kong pair, unseeded Hong Kong pair. We're at the mid-game interval. Just 6 minutes of play. Well, I should think the Hong Kong coach will be exceedingly happy with his players at the moment. Really have started this match very well indeed.
Liliyana. It is green. Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Often see in the mixed doubles the use of the mid-court area. Push it past the front court player, which is usually the lady on court, and make the shuttle land in front of the rear court player. Standard tactics in mixed doubles. So 11-6.
Definitely not afraid of lifting to Tontowi Ahmad.
12,
And that surprises
6.
you?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's quite consistent with what I saw yesterday, that they were lifting against Joachim Fischer and successful. And I think, or I was wondering whether it's a little bit of a disadvantage that Natsir and Ahmad had such an easy game yesterday.
Service over. 7, 12.
And the theory behind that comment is that they didn't sharpen themselves up enough?
Yeah, it was a very, very easy game, just under half an hour against Adcox, and maybe they're not really up to the speed.
Oh my goodness, look at that defence. And that. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd attack on Liliyana Natsir.
No.
Yeah, again. Oh,
Excellent.
Lovely. Lovely play.
Service over. 13-7.
Well, she has got a glorious defence, and I suppose she was expecting her partner to cover the net area there.
Thank you.
Oh, that's clever. Now that's the mid-court area I was talking about.
14-7.
And they're vulnerable there, the Indonesians. If you can hit that spot, the mid-court area, and get it below the tape at the same time, you have some really good possibilities. But I'm surprised. 14-7 lead.
Yeah.
Not what I expected. And what was their head-to-head score?
3 previous matches, all won by the Indonesians. Yeah. And only once has it been to 3 games. That was the first time.
Another good rally here. And so refreshing to see a sort of new pair doing well. It's not a new pair, but it's they're not regulars in the semi-final stage.
No, only 2 previous semi-finals. Their home event in Hong Kong in 2013 and the Japan Open last year. Compare that to the Indonesians. 17 Super Series tournament finals, having won 11 of them. So this Indonesian pair vastly more experienced.
They're fighting now to get into this game. The Indonesians. First game probably gone, but important to get some confidence ahead of the next 2.
Mind you, we saw in the women's singles quarterfinal yesterday a player coming back from a 9-point deficit in one of the games.
Yeah.
So it's not impossible, but improbable. No, this is astonishing, isn't it? Eleven of the last 12 points. It's a long.
18-7.
And I noticed the first round match where they beat the Russians Durkin and Vislova quite easy. Lee and Chau. I thought that was a big win. And then Jordan and Susanto, who's been doing well.
Yeah.
A good win, and another good win yesterday. So in some ways they should have been warned, the Indonesians.
Yeah.
He's not getting through, but perhaps not. Also not making the biggest of efforts now because they know that this game is gone. Still, I think it's important to find ways to score points that you can use for the next game, and also give the coaches some ideas because they've been outplayed in this first game. So what should the coaches say? That's what they're doing really well. Lee and Chau working the backcourt player from side to side.
Oh.
Over.
Game points are plenty.
Game point 8. Game.
Unbelievable. 21-8. And it was 6-all, just seems a moment to go. 12 minutes for the opening game. As confirmed by the umpire, 21-8. Well, Steve, that was absolutely astonishing.
There's nothing much to say here.
Yeah, keep doing the same thing. That's the only advice from the Hong Kong coach. I suppose the fact that there's the drift to consider, but that will probably suit them better, hitting into the wind. Oh, the Indonesians, I think, need plan B. Yeah, she really has been outstanding, I think. Shall pull you up?
They've been in total control.
Yeah, look at that again.
Good, yeah. Challenging Natsir at the net.
Yeah, and a nice change of pace as well. Well, in a way, you can hardly fault the Hong Kong pair in that opening game. And that's against former world champions.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Sea, sand and they surf. Very much a part of the life here in Sydney. Yeah, it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Wait, please. Wait, please. Second game. Love all.
I think the Hong Kong coach was the former international men's doubles player Chun.
That's right.
So that's a coach who knows what he's talking about.
Okay, so from your perspective, because you are probably one of the most experienced coaches in the world, if you had the opportunity to speak to the Indonesian pair, yeah, what on earth do you say?
Yeah, well, they have to start all over and they have to sort of change their mindset.
Yeah.
This is going to be tough. This is going to be a really tough day at the office if they're going to win this match, because they've started the Hong Kong pair. So the game plan is basically the same. They just have to be a little bit more patient.
So do you actually say as a coach to your players, come on, you've got to change the mindset, you've got to step up a gear?
Yeah, here I think I would, because it's such a big defeat in the first game. So I would try to emphasize something really big, so to speak. Here he's a little bit impatient here, Ahmad, and he gets counter-attacked every time. So it's so important for the Indonesians to keep control, and they won't get through easy.
Yeah, and it's astonishing, that last rally, that both the Indonesian players rushing forward to the net. What on earth was Tontowi Ahmad thinking about?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just long.
Service over. 4-1.
But a good start. Definitely what they needed.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, my goodness me.
Fantastic coverage by Liliyana.
Service over. 2-4.
Look at that. Oh, in the back. A little bit of trickery, but in the end to no avail.
Good anticipation. Not afraid to leave the back court.
Well, she looks down towards the line.
Service
As
over.
if to say to herself, Nina, I've taken that.
Yeah.
I had my doubts myself. Yeah, I
It's
think
going to go wide.
it was going to go wide, wasn't
A
it?
little jump from Lee. He thought so too.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a good return of serve. I know it was a little bit lucky.
that was 100%.
Over.
Yeah.
3-5.
Yeah, it's just that little
It's
push
over.
down towards
6-3.
that mid-court area. See it time and time again, especially on the return of serve. Oh, look at that again.
He's simply not getting through with the first smash.
It's gone long.
Ahmad.
So what do you recommend? Take some
drop
patience.
Drop shot, steep smash. The first smash cannot be full power because they're too good in the defense, Chau and Lee.
Oh, he's missed that as well, but he's saying that the Indonesians touch the shuttle. Take a look at this. He swings his racket at it, certainly. Ooh, I'm not sure. Well, certainly wasn't called by the umpire.
No. Of course, the umpire must be totally certain that Ahmad had touched it in order to call it, and it was really, really difficult to see, so I think he made the right decision.
Good serve. I was just going to say, I think that Natsir is beginning to hunt the shuttle a little bit more now.
She's getting more and more into the game.
Yeah.
And if I were the Hong Kong pair, I would try to aim my service returns at Ahmad. Look at that.
Yeah.
She's so active right now.
10-4.
Yeah, you've got to question why she wasn't active like this in the opening game. I know that the Hong Kong pair played very well, but they have upped their game. They have upped their pace, the former world champions. Good flick serve.
But they've been lucky on a couple of shots as well. It could just as easily have been 7-all. Now this is good play. Very patient attack.
11-4 interval.
So it's a 7-point advantage here in the second game to the number 2 seeds, Ahmad and Natsir. Well, they say the trait of a champion is the ability to fight back. And after a disastrous opening game, the Indonesians have indeed upped their level, upped their intensity, upped their work rate. Far more aggressive in their style. How many downward shots in that rally? Yeah, that was a clever play, wasn't it? So 11-4. Yeah, now that's the return of serve that you don't like.
Yeah, it sort of gives Natsir the chance to play the deciding role in the rally.
Yeah. Good work from Hoiwa.
It's over. 5-12.
Yeah, good serve. But good return as well. But I like the idea of flicking Natsir to get her away from the net.
Yeah, shoulders a little slumped from Chun. Now, player's not ready. Let called.
Excellent play by Natsir.
15-5.
Such a fantastic touch. There's not a lot of room there in the mid-court area between the two Hong Kong players, but she finds it. And now the tables are totally turned compared to the first game.
16-5.
Oh, it's astonishing, isn't it? Oh, service fault called, struck above the waist.
Over 6-16.
Oh, it's called good.
7-16.
Not worth a challenge when you're this far in front.
No.
Only 2 challenges per match. Oh, great intersection. Chau absolutely alert. Oh, that's difficult from the round the head position there as well.
Yeah, normally left-handers are not that good at covering the round the head at the net. But that's not true for this lady.
Yeah, former winner of the Australian Open back in 2009. Chau playing with Johan Hadikusuma Wiratama. Oh, goodness, total confusion between the 2 Indonesian players. That's the 2nd or 3rd time that they've completely
9-17.
losing, I don't know whether it's concentration, but certainly communication. Surely that had to be Tontowi Ahmad's. And he was very, very late to react.
It's also that Natsir is not moving towards the net because she probably senses that her partner's not going to attack here, so no sensing me moving towards the net, and that probably puzzles him a little bit.
Yeah, good judgment.
Service over, 18-9.
Using too much energy here. The Hong Kong pair
19-9.
preparing themselves for the 3rd game.
Yeah. There's just 2 points needed by the number 2 seeds to take game number 2. Oh, yeah. Easy put away.
20 game point,
No,
9.
this has been an extraordinary semi-final so far.
Game.
Yep, 1 game all. 21-9, that second
won
game.
by Tontowi Ahmad and Liliyana Natsir,
27 minutes
21-9, 1
only,
game all.
and it's 1 game apiece. Nova Widianto, former mixed doubles partner of Liliyana Natsir and now her coach. It's a scenario that seems to work very well. Of course, they won 2 world titles together.
He knows perfectly what Liliyana Natsir is capable of.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of what she was capable of here in this second game, didn't we? Yeah, that's when she got faulted for serving above the waist. Well, both the games we've witnessed so far have been so one-sided, it's difficult to make a call for this decider. Yeah, certainly looking more relaxed than they did after the first game. Indonesian pair. Now, the city of Sydney does cover a large area, doesn't it? But when you see it from the air like that, you can hardly believe it's really a city. So much greenery, so much sea. And of course, those iconic structures, the Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Final game. Level. Play.
Oh, serve is short. Ominous start by the Indonesians to this decider. That's nice. Very, very nice from the left-hander.
2-love.
Good rally. Oh my goodness, good exchange.
Well played and a good start for Chau and Lee.
3-love.
Directing a lot of shots in the beginning of the rally towards Tontowi Ahmad. But finishing it at Natsir. I have a strong feeling that it's Natsir who's the key player here. The Indonesians will try to get her to take responsibility, and the Hong Kong pair will try to avoid her being the dominant force at the net.
Service over. 1-3.
Oh, complete miss hit.
Yeah.
Came off the frame of the racket from Chun.
Service over. 4-1.
Yeah, that one there.
Thank you, players.
It's a bad third shot from
Service over.
Chau.
2-4.
This one.
Yeah. He was
Too
saying,
high mid-court.
he was saying earlier on, as long as the mid-court shot is below net height, can't be above net height, because that's what happens. Yeah, good rally.
It's the same problem again. They for the Hong Kong pair, they give the initiative to Tontowi Ahmad on the mid-court, and it's really hard to defend from that position. So they need to make sure that when they're lifting to the Indonesians, they have the correct length. Then they are able to defend them. We saw that in the first game.
For all. Service over. 5-4.
Good use of the body smash.
Thank you.
Oh, seemed to be a little skip after that. Did she hurt herself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing serious, but maybe twisted her ankle just a little bit.
Yeah. The lucky net cords for Hoiwa.
7-4.
Yeah, she's trying to push deep in court, but it caught the net cord, just tumbled over. And there, the frustration for Tontowi Ahmad. Going to turn 29 in 6 days' time, this young lady. Born in Canada.
7-4.
Now representing Hong Kong.
Play.
It's way long.
8.
Well, I'm really surprised at this, Steen, because I had it in my mind that it was more difficult to play from this near side of the court with the drift and with the conditions, but
Yeah.
both pairs have had more success from this near side. Oof, look at that. Look
Fantastic.
at that. Yeah.
I do think, though, that the first shot probably would have gone wide, but that backhand shot is fantastic.
Oh, pushed it long. You know, I'm seriously wondering whether the drift has changed.
Yeah, or maybe it's gone.
9-5.
Yeah.
Because we saw the Hong Kong pair commit a lot of errors on the baseline in the second game. And now this from Natsir.
Good placement of the smash. Hesitation.
6-9.
2 Hong Kong players.
Yeah, and it was actually to the middle of the court, wasn't it? Yeah. No. Across the court. Yeah.
Good rally. Very good rally.
Service over. 10-6.
Yeah, he's trying to cut down that mid-court area, isn't he, Ahmad? But he is leaving himself vulnerable to the pushes deep into the back corners.
Play.
Touched it. Fault is called.
11-6. Interval.
And
Change it.
5 points the advantage to the Hong Kong pair against the number 2 seeds here in this deciding game. Yeah, there was the touch. Clearly see it. Well, I think the Hong Kong coach was saying something about the mid-court areas.
Yeah, and they simply need to play the back court as well in order to keep the mid court open. Otherwise, if they only try to play the mid court, Tontowi Ahmad will move forward and sort of shut that area down. Very interesting to see the first couple of lifts or flat shots to the back court from the Hong Kong pair in order to sort of gauge the drift, if there is any.
Play.
No, I always think it's important as a player when you've changed ends in the deciding game. Always nice to keep the score moving. Well, once again, did you see that little almost stretch or shake of that right leg from Liliyana Natsir? Definitely tweaked a muscle or ankle.
Thank you, players.
Just wide.
Service over. 7-13.
Oh, that was good defence from Lee.
Counter attack.
8-13.
Well,
Service over. 14.
obvious return to that serve out wide was straight. Natsir unable to deal with it. Oh, that's extraordinary. Unable to capitalise on Liliyana Natsir being down on the floor.
Not really in a good position for that smash, Ahmad.
Yeah, one feels that if you're off balance like that, you're better to keep it straight, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, good return of serve. And you just get the feeling, Steen, that if the Indonesians had come through this, they've really got to start making their move right now.
Yeah, and I also think that Lee looks quite eager to win this match, and of course you can't blame him, but will he get a little bit more nervous if the Indonesians are closing in?
Yeah, well, that's the big question mark, isn't it?
Oh, that's good. That's very good. He simply trusts his partner will be able to put enough pressure on so that he can cover the other side. Excellent play by Lee and Chau.
Service over. 11-16. Play.
Oh, that's brilliant play by the Hong Kong pair. My goodness me.
Service over.
All-out attack, taking the shuttle early. Yeah, look at the frustration from Natsir. Little stamp of the foot. Oh.
Yeah. They played a perfect third game so far, Li and Chau. And it sort of also puts their victory yesterday against the Danes into some context, because I know the Danes, they were really disappointed about that loss yesterday, but we must say that they're playing really well.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind seeing them again tomorrow in the final.
Me neither.
It'd be interesting.
Well, it would be interesting, but they've got to put that out of their minds. 3 points away from their first ever Super Series tournament final. That's good defence. Finally goes for the acute angle.
He just wanted to win that one.
18.
Totally all out. And he sliced that one a little bit, and that worked well for him.
Well, it really is now or never as far as the Indonesians are concerned. Well, a little surprised that the umpire allowing the players to tell down at this stage of the match.
Yeah, they all four seemed ready to start the rally. Quite strong legs there on Lee Chun-hui.
Yeah, he's a strong athlete. Well, I thought the Indonesians slightly lucky to get away with that. This half-court push.
Yeah.
Too loose.
Okay. One more point, and they're back in it. Little pause in the game there, and Chau looking out at Coach Kang.
Confusion. Well, that's two consecutive rallies where there's been hesitation and confusion between the two Hong Kong players, and that's a sign of nerves to me.
Yes, definitely. They know that they're so close. They were leading 18-12.
18-11.
18-11. They know that they, in quotation, should win this game, but should is always dangerous.
Good block.
Yeah, that's a good rally for Chau and Lee.
And that will help settle the nerves for the Hong Kong pair. That was a huge rally.
see the problems again when Ahmad has to be precise and creative from below the tape. Very, very strong in the attack.
That is so well taken from Chau. My goodness me, just rushing that shuttle off the top of the tape to earn the Hong Kong pair 5 match point opportunities. Brilliant. First opportunity, converted so well. 21-8, 9-21, 21-15 in the deciding game in a semi-final lasting 50 minutes. And for the Hong Kong pair tomorrow, they will contest their first ever Super Series tournament final, defeating the former world champions. Umpire confirming that scoreline. Well, what a remarkable semi-final. First 2 games so one-sided. But how well this Hong Kong pair played. Their first ever victory over Tontowi, Ahmad and Liliyana Natsir sees them through to their first ever Super Series tournament final. Well, you said right at the start, Steen, you'd noticed yesterday in their victory over the Olympic bronze medalists, it was the conversion of the defensive play into attacking play, the drive defence, and that's what served them so well on that match point opportunity. No, it really was a funny old match though, wasn't it? So much dependence, as so often is the case in mixed doubles, with the form of the female player at the front of the court. If you can dominate the front of the court, you tend to dominate the match. And if the female player is dominating that front court area, of course the male player can move his base position further up the court to that cover down those mid-court areas. But in all honesty, Steen, I think Tontowi Ahmad needs to think a little bit more about his attacking play.
Yeah, he was quite impatient and he was counter-attacked almost every time.
Yeah, more variation required from him. Oh, that must be the most heavenly place to live, waking up in the morning looking at that view.